Mexican duck and other species, Carr Park, Huntington Beach, California, 6th of February, 2021. So it took me 2 days to find this bird. I went out on the 5th and looked at a lot of birds at Carr Park. Didn't find it. Left at 10 o'clock, 10:30. It came out of the island where it was sleeping, and a number of birders saw it. So today, February 6th, I arrived before 9 o'clock. It was really foggy, and I was lucky I saw the bird in front of me. So I have some videos of that bird and others, and I want to tell you about that field trip this morning. Here is a Google map view of Carr Park. It's in Huntington Beach. It's by Springdale and Heil. You can park on Springdale. You notice there's no bathroom here, so be aware of that if you come out to try and chase this bird. You can see there's a small lake on the upper left with an island, and the island is pretty dense, and the Mexican duck tends to sleep on that island, sleeps a lot. When I went out there, as you can see this morning, it was pretty foggy. Eventually it did clear up, and I think I have a panoramic view of the of Carr Park, so I can show you that. Lots of Canada geese, lots of American Wigeons. There's a birder looking for, and actually I think he's actually looking at the Mexican duck. Picnic tables and a small swing set. And the Mexican duck, this is from eBird. It says that both sexes look like a dark-colored female mallard. We'll be able to see that because the bird will be swimming by female mallards. The bill of the male is dull yellowish. There's a black spot at the front of the bill. And you can see a little bit more about that. That's on eBird. It also indicates that in some city parks and urban settings, it has become fairly tame. So here is a JPEG that I took. Remember, this is foggy conditions. You can see the female mallard in the bottom of this picture, kind of an orangish bill with what's called a saddle, that black area on the bill. And then on the top we have the Mexican duck. Now, I must admit I'm going to cheat here a little bit because I only got 2 snippets of film. I typically ran out of battery juice at that time. I did have a battery with me, extra batteries, and by the time I had replaced the battery on my camera, the bird was out of sight. It presumably had gone around the island. This was taken from the Springdale street area. So I'm going to play this for you, and I'm cheating because I'm going to slow it down by 1/4 so it extends it out. I'm also hand holding the camera, so there's a lot of shake, and I'm trying to reduce the shake by lowering the speed. So here is the Mexican duck. It looks like that male mallard is following him. You can see the bill is yellow. Very distinctive wing color. That's what attracted my attention when I was scanning the flock of birds. You can see there's no saddle on the bill. Okay, neat. And then the next video, it's going to swim from right to left. There are some American widgeons in the picture. It's eventually going to swim by a pair of mallards. So you can then again compare this bird with a female mallard. So here's the mallard female on the top. You see the saddle on the bill. And then that's when we basically lost it. I think it moved around the island at that point. Eventually it was picked up. The island on the, trying to visualize this, on the east side has a large palm tree, and somebody had spotted the bird, had gone into that area. Eventually I could not find it at all, but I have a little bit of film on this. All of these are being reduced by speed by 1/4. The camera compensated for the bird being in basically complete shade. In this case, it's the camera's on a tripod. So while I was in the park, I decided to get some more photographs of birds. I'm going to slow this down by 1/2 so you can see some of the wildlife here. These are American coots. American wigeons, and we're going to show you a different species of wigeon. You can see the mallards already sleeping. And then you're going to see a coot next to a mallard. In fact, the mallard has decided the coot is too close. Watch carefully. Boom! Well, that's one way of getting rid of a coot. There's also this species here, another rarity. And more, I would say they're uncommon in Orange County. We usually get Eurasian Wigeons. This is a really nice one. Look at the detail of the bird. Pretty bird. There are also some shovelers that were there. This is a male. And the female, you can see why they're named shoveler. And I have some video of that. Straining the mud, basically, for its food. So there's a lot of opportunities at Carr Park to get close to birds and do some nature photography. This is one of my favorite ducks. It's in winter plumage. There were 3 of them lined up. So I tried to get all 3 in there. These are Ruddy Ducks, winter plumage. Here's the 3rd one. There are ring-billed gulls there. There are lots of Canada geese. There are white-faced ibis that are hunting as well in the area. Lots of wildlife in this area. So this was a little field trip to Carr Park in Huntington Beach, California. You can see that the fog is now lifted here. I went back and retook that picture. And I hope you enjoyed that little tour. This has been another JDW Talks. I have YouTube talks on census resources, Ellis Island, natural history topics, and virtual birding field trips.